Okay. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Last time, we managed to make it through the Grey Garrison, allowing us to touch and purify the Wardstone, restoring life and safety to Canabras. Becoming the heroine, we were also met the Queen of Mendev, the Queen Galfrey, who has invested us the power to be the head of the Fifth Crusade to regain a lost city to the demons. And thus, in addition, we also gained some new sort of mythic power from the Wardstone. And and as such, we've been vested with some soldiers and new allies, among whom is Sociel, a cleric of Shaylin, a god of art and music. And, yeah.
I know what to do.
Alright. So, then with everyone set,
Time's not waiting.
we made sure to do some preparations, and yeah. So, we have quite a few quests to our name to do. In Pursuit of the Past, Restoring the Golden Buckle. These are, like, just whenever you can. Don't worry about too much of these. Wipe out the band of cultists and find the lost relic of the Crusaders. Okay. Companion quests. So we need to go to Current Glen. We need to head to Sociel, to Mother Zacharias' cemetery. Let's see. Secure an invitation to Heaven's Edge from Darren. Visit the abandoned Houndhearts camp nearby for Sela. And visit these ruins with Nenio. So, we've got a couple jobs to do. So, let's skip. No time like the present, I suppose. Let's begin, folks. Alright. People are equipped, ready to go. It's just a question of who we have to take with us. Well, we always take Calrin, the mate of Reflem Sorgin, the lover, mate, whatever you want to call them. Let's see. Sociel, of course, because we need to bring him. Let's see. We haven't brought out Ulfgard at all. Then for support, let's go. Well, Lan hasn't been out either lately. And neither's Nenio. Okay. Alright, let's head on out. Alright. A strange child of war, a witch who was burned at stake and yet survived, a godless saint, ready to preach love and kindness to people and demons both. So, welcome to the world map. Okay, the global crusade starting out. You can now control armies on the global map. Winning battles against demon forces provide a number of benefits such as resources to help your economy, relics which can be turned into new items for your party, captured enemy fortifications that previously blocked your advance of your party and your armies. These fortifications can be rebuilt into forts of your own. Enemy armies differ in strength, which is displayed as a number next to the army's name. By hovering over the enemy army, you can learn more about its composition and the reward it's guarding. You can switch between party management and army command modes by hitting the middle button. In an army command mode, you can select armies by pressing L2, Much like your party, armies use roads to move around the map. To move an army, you must spend movement points, which can be restored by resting for 1 day. So, there's where the party's going to go, and then there's the armies. There is Canabras itself. This is where we need to go. Houndheart campsite. Oh right, I forgot to bring Sela. So, because we're at a camp, we can switch out easily. So, we'll take... Yeah, we'll take Nenio out for Sela. Alright. We're a little frontline heavy, but nothing too horrible. Okay. So, the army we're looking to fight next here is made up of a couple of recruits, and it looks like some cultists. Gives us 600 finance points and wipe out the band of cultists. So we're looking to do that. We have the stronger army we start with. This is the actual army you start with. We paid 7,500 gold for the additional recruits there. So we can move these up. Alright. And army... merge units. So L1. Yep. So we have more recruits on that army. And now it's slightly stronger. Regarding the stats you see on an army, you see 31. That's the amount of movement it has. Let's see. Alright. I'm trying to remember. Leadership. 3 of 3 is the types of units it can have. You'll note that based on the way I merged them, because it's all still one type of unit, they can keep together. 5 is how well they detect enemies. So, there we can see we've got a couple armies to move. Now, you want to move armies first, typically, in my experience. Pursue them and fight, or let them flee. It's up to you, it's really about the same, but I want to show off the combat, so let's pursue them. Alright. So, this works much like the tactical form, the turn-based command. And basically it's a basic strategy. Your army has engaged in battle. The enemy army is on the right and the Crusader army on the left. Battles are played out in turn-based mode. The turn order is displayed on the left side of the screen. Units with high initiative act first. Once all units have taken their turn, a new round begins and the turn order is repeated. During a turn, the unit can perform the following actions. Move and or use its melee attack. Use a ranged attack. Use an ability. Or take up total defense, boosting its AC for 1 round. Whenever a unit performs an attack, damage is dealt is calculated as follows. All soldiers in the attacking unit make damage roll to determine the base damage. The damage multiplier is determined according to the formula. Attacking units attack plus 21 minus target's AC. Yeah. The damage then multiplier cannot be less than 0.05. That's a lot of complicated. Basically, everyone attacks in the unit. So the more you have, the more damage you're going to do. So like here, the thing to note is not only the damage number up top, but take a look at the skull icon. This represents how many kills you're going to inflict with this attack. And now, 6 to 11 sounds like, okay, so you just go for the highest number. Yes and no. Depends on the exact thing you're looking to. And these cultists are obviously less defensive, but there's more of them. But that means that 1 to 3 kills of 5 units is proportionally more kills. So, and we got 2 kills. So from there, well, move our units up. And up. Try to go for the kill. 2 of them. 6 damage. Finish him off. And go ahead and just defend. Yep, only took some damage, no kills. Nice. And that's the end. Alright. So, that's your basic combat. It's going to get far more complicated, obviously. The morale stat reflects the general mood of the Crusaders. Positive morale increases resource income and the number of troops available for recruitment, while negative morale decreases these numbers. Morale changes base depending on the morale banners. While special conditions are met, the banner remains green and increases morale by 1 per day. If the special conditions are not met, the banner turns yellow for 3 days, but still increases morale by 1 per day. Then the banner turns red and decreases the morale by 3 per day. Your army is currently carrying 2 banners. The banner of victory stays green while you defeat demon armies. Each victory over a demon army adds 4 days to the time of the banner victory stays green. The banner of the march on Dresden stays green while you defeat demon armies on the road to Dresden. Each victory over a demon army on the road to Dresden adds 10 days to the banner of march on stays green. In other words, those days are days you can use to explore with your actual party. Effectively, what you're doing is, this is a soft time limit that can be used to dictate how things are going to work. Having defeated a band of cultists who had driven captives from Canabras and made a Ruins of Vala's gift their temporary base, the commander's army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all citizens and gathered their belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. So we get money from that, but we did lose all the people that were living there, unfortunately. Alright. Character assigned to perform protective rituals. A special ritual every 30 minutes of travel by making lore religion skill. If the check is required, movement speed will temporarily increase. The DC increases with every consecutive check. Different locations also have a different... Okay. Character assigned to camouflage makes stealth check. Yeah. Okay. So... this is the Nightingale Grove, though you've discovered, but never been. And that's as far as the Crusader army can make it today. So, but we had our first victory, folks. But, now let's start... No time hasn't passed while the armies are moving. Time will pass when you move yourself, not the armies. So keep that in mind. For now, we want to go do Sociel's quest here at the cemetery. Alright. An elderly man limps towards a grave and clumsily throws a handful of soil inside. How unfair. They were all so young. They had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves, and an old cripple like me still lives. An elven woman with her face bathed in tears steps up to the grave. She whispers, "The painting, it burned like everything else in the house. There's nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing." A young man throws a handful of soil into the open grave and stands beside it for a while, lost in thought. Finally, he sighs and steps back. Sociel throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him. He takes a breath and prepares to speak, but it seems that he simply cannot find the right words. The cleric wipes his tear-filled eyes, gathers his resolve, and says in a gentle voice, "I wish you a warm welcome in Shaylin's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We'll banish this ugliness and evil, make this world richer, and let peace blossom in it. We'll make sure that anything like this, he breaks into sobs mid-sentence, then falls silent without finishing his declaration. Always honor those who came before, those who passed and their time is ended, especially if they were kind enough and honest enough to believe that to try and better the world. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Sociel is too absorbed in grief to hear you, but the other mourners nod in approval, wiping their teary eyes. They were good people. I can't believe they're gone. An elven woman shrieks in horror, disrupting the atmosphere of silent mourning. Her trembling hand points at something moving inside a grave. Suddenly a corpse climbs out of the ground, wafting a horrible stench from its rotting body. It's a zombie! Run! Can't even go to a funeral without this shit happening, huh? Oh, that's not good. Well, fuck. Oh, come on, like you knew this kind of shit wasn't gonna happen.
Do not waver!
Alright. Zombie Lords. So what are we looking at? Regular zombie. Level 2 undead, only 9 HP. Yeah, meat. Level 2 Zombie Lord. Level 2 fighter and 2 undead. Still only 13 AC. Yeah. I mean, they're not threatening to us, especially after everything we've seen in... Yep. Especially after everything we've been through in Canabras, this isn't much. Hell. Inspired Rage. Yep. Yeah, no. Alright. Ulbrig! We finally get to show him off. Accept effect, what is it? Griffin aspect, shifter claws. So, this is one of the things that makes shifters like him so useful. At will, a shifter can, in her natural form, can extend claws as a swift action to use as a weapon. Basically, they are claws he can just, that are basically like griffin claws he can take at any moment. As a swift action.
Clawing time.
Yep. And because I use my ability, everyone's got horns as well. Sela, if you'd be so kind.
Into the fray! The light, take you!
Oh, reinforcements. Land, just gonna have you 5-foot step out of the way. Yeah, finish this
the
one
wrong
off.
mongrel.
Ah, actually missed. That's rare for him. Socio. Just go for it.
Begone, fiend!
Wipe your eyes, man. We're in a fight now. Yeah, Calvin. There we go. She just critted for 66 damage. God, I love scythes. Alright. I'm not even gonna cast anything. Alright.
I'm wounded?
Yeah. Alright, they hit me pretty hard. Alright, Ulbrig. Start cutting.
This will be the stuff of legend.
Yeah, natural attacks are his forte. Yeah, Sela can just keep cutting through.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Yeah. Land.
You won't survive me.
Yeah, that third attack he keeps missing. Social, go ahead and channel energy. Yeah, he's really good. Alright. Alright. So. Alright. I haven't been using this. Alright. Well, get in on this one. Actually, I haven't been... Gods, I really gotta fix up my bar, because eventually here, we've got so many good abilities now. Because we got our mythic. I completely forgot about this, to use this. Well, it's a bit late to show it off here, so we'll leave it for now. With a heavy heart, Socio looks at the corpse of his friends, returned to rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what's this? He bends down and recovers something from the ground. Take a look at this. Socio hands off a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, the stone now covered in cracks. It's falling apart at your grip as you examine the engraved Minotaur's head, the unholy symbol of Baphomet. Pardon me one sec, folks. Something's weird going on. Okay. Yeah, just making sure my tech's working right.
Of course.
Okay. Sorry about that. Good grief. Always something going wrong. Okay. Now, take a look at this, Soci. Yep. Symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists. Simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves. They will pay for everything they have done when we find them. You're right. They can't be far. We can't allow them to torture anyone else this way. Wait. The townspeople fled the undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them.
I am prepared.
Might as well clear out the zombies lord stuff. I took a bit of damage, so... I should have some I got plenty of potions.
Ready for anything.
Again, I do love that I have the lowest HP out of everyone here. Alright. Let's make sure we've cleaned out all the zombies. Alright. Oh, somebody ran in here.
Forget it. Well, this didn't go well.
Okay. Who else? I don't have any of my good thieves with
no
me.
mistakes.
Forget it.
Trickery?
Forget it.
Alright.
I need to concentrate. Becoming the distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
I'll have to come back. We don't have any way of opening that.
Focus on the goal. In due time.
Alright.
The mongrel.
There we go. Unquiet undead. The half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She leers at you with empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods and thank you too. I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive. And who are you? Baroness Ninel Bullard, at your service. The dead woman bobs a clumsy curtsy, her legs barely supporting her. My estate's not too far from here. Let me assure you that all of you are welcome there, assuming you are properly attired. I hate to break this to you, but you're actually dead. How dare you? What utter foolishness! Do I look like a corpse to you? No. You forget yourself. You should be ashamed to say such things to a... The dead baroness whacks her finger at you in horror in a chastising manner, but cuts herself short, staring at her own hand in horror. What? How? This simply cannot be. I shan't permit it. I'm afraid that's true. I truly am sorry. This graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that he disturbed your rest as well. The dead woman covers her face with the remains of her decaying hands. So I died? But even in death the accursed servants of the abyss torment me? Can nothing be done? Perhaps you could lay me to rest. I quite enjoyed my life in this world, but now there's no place for me here. Not in this miserable form. Would you like to pass along any words of comfort to your friends or family while you're here? That good-for-nothing band of hangers on? Most certainly not. Thank you very much. I am reasonably confident that they have already brought my estate to ruin and squandered the fortune I bequeathed to them. They will have to do without my missives. Spares both that indignity and embarrassment. You see, I would still be in the company of those I truly care for, were it not for your discourteous sorcerer and his parlor tricks. Well, okay. We'll lay her back to rest. Rest in peace. Thank you. Do feel free to take my burial jewelry. Those pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I'm going anyway. Okay.
All according to plan.
And that was the thing. Surprised we don't end up with more... surprised we don't end up with more sentient
I'll go
undead.
ahead.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
And... spotted grave robbing. Nobody's paying any attention.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
As it should be.
Now I remember why I don't take Lan along. Alright. Uh-oh.
Be careful.
I was saying, somebody already got. Alright, let's get these let's save who we can.
Endure this!
Over here. Charge. Oh, wait. Activate her. Swift action. Charge.
This spell eludes me.
Alright, well, just get in on them. Sela. Yeah, he's too far. I mean, they're zombies. They're not exactly the biggest threat here.
They don't know how fragile they are.
And... just... Not that it should do much, but pop his eardrums. Yep. Social. Yeah, just move up. Alright, Lan, go ahead and take your shots.
Strike count.
Time's not waiting.
Yep. You alright?
That is not far.
Okay, he got inside safely. Now everyone else.
Got another obstacle.
Okay. Lots of zombies to finish off. Alright. There's one in the corner over there. Alright. So first thing we're gonna do, have her move up.
A solid plan.
Yep. Old Brig.
Drawing time.
Yep. They all go for me automatically. Alright. We're going to use Key to give us 4 attacks. Yeah, Archer Monk is
You
ridiculous.
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Then Social. Note he doesn't have... yeah, we'll do Protection from Evil. Note that he doesn't have any... he doesn't have the channel to damage undead.
Fall!
Like our dear Paladin does. That's the one of the trade-offs they make. But damage undead. Yep. Then from here, we'll have a bit of fun. Which one's me? Which one's me? And I'll just take a 5-foot step back. Now Calrin to have some fun. Yeah, we're not gonna we'll just go for... Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're just gonna have her go through and just swing. Like, know your enemy is nice, but we'll leave that for when we have stronger enemies. Yep. High AC is a wonderful thing.
You won't survive me.
Nice. Alright. Social. Yeah, help finish
I
that
will
one off.
bring down the divine wrath.
Yeah, clerics. Alright. The other one we need to move
Into
towards.
the fray.
Yep, let's try and save this one. Oh! Immediately spins around and hits Sela hard.
The light take you.
Alright. I'll go help. Yeah, I'll finish this off.
Calculated risk.
And just a bad roll. Alright. Wait, looks like they're waiting for us. An ambush. There's a whole squad of undead guarding the door. Maybe we should look for another entrance. Yep. So hint hint, there's another way
Enemy
around.
approaching.
Yeah. Alright. But let's finish this fight real quick.
Without risk.
Alright, back over here. Alright, Ulbrig, yeah. Alright, see if we can get any...
Endure this.
No mistakes.
There we go.
In
Yep.
due time.
Alright, the other guy got away. Alright. So you could run in,
All according to plan.
but Socio suggested we look for a way around.
The mongrel did it.
Alright.
I'll go ahead.
And there's another... Pick the lock. Nah. Unfortunately, we don't have any of our thieves with us, so we'll
Thanks,
just leave
Lan.
it be.
You're so awesome, Lan.
Yeah, that's... Now I remember why I rarely ever took Lan out.
As it should be.
It's not bad, just the self-congratulating gets kind of old. Who are you? What do you want? All you have to do is die in the name of Baphomet. Have faith, you can do it. Don't you dare get away from them! Well, goddamn. There we go. Socio being the big damn hero. This is the end of your blasphemous magic. I won't let you harm the living or the dead anymore. Do you think I need your permission? Hey, you bone bags, stand up and kill! Alright.
Oh, they'll regret this.
Good line. Alright. Skeletal Champion Archer. Well, let's get that Divine Weapon Bond. And move. From there, Ulbrig, you two. Alright. Calrin. And sure. A good time for a prayer. Buff us, weaken our enemies. Yeah. From there, yes. If the reason they specify what
Make
kind
every
of
strike count.
the reason the game always specifies what kind of bonus it is because the highest is the only one you ever get. So if two things give you two of the same bonuses, you're only getting one. It doesn't stack.
Into the fray!
Tried to shoot and got smacked for it. Let's see. Sure. Have a little fire. Ooh, you're bad at this. You're impressively bad at this.
Ah, they don't know how fragile they are.
You're telling me.
Forward.
Yep. God, yeah. Alright. And just need to get rid of the last archer up here.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Nice. Yep. Bah. Yeah. Being lame kind of sucks, but everyone comes to me because I insult them, so I don't have to be fast. That's everyone else's job.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you. You won't survive me.
Oop, missed one. Twice. Lan, you're slipping, buddy.
The light, take you!
There we go. I surrender. Stop. I give up. Don't hit me. The young man in black robes throws his hands up in a dramatic gesture. You damned rat. How dare you? Suddenly, Sociel becomes a totally different person. The artist's delicate hands clench into fists, while his voice comes out as a menacing roar. He leaps at the necromancer and breaks his nose with a single blow. You scumbag, I remember you. You came to our temple begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you. We shared our table with you and took you in. Then I don't even know what I'm going to do to you. Stop it! I surrender! Sorciel ignores the necromancer's cries of pain, punching him right in the teeth. The necromancer spits out blood, but continues, fighting past the wild blows to his increasingly bruised and busted face. You're a priest of Shaylin! I surrendered, so you have to spare my life! Your goddess demands it! Is he telling the truth? Your religion doesn't allow you to kill him. Yes, the Eternal Rose is known for her grace. She teaches us how to Show mercy to anyone who asks for it. It's one thing to slay an enemy in battle, but a captive, you must try to save their soul, to show them the beauty of the world, persuade them to abandon the path of evil. It's difficult, but the world is better for it. I'm just repeating your own sermons back to you. Come on, Socio. Try and make me repent my sins. Perhaps your kind words will make me abandon Baphomet's teachings, run to Shalem for redemption, and start knitting some masterpieces of my own. The cultist smirks impudently. Do you really believe that even this scum deserves a chance at redemption? I don't know. May Shalem forgive me, but I have never had to struggle with this burden before. He looks at the cultist with visible disgust. I had no time to try healing the souls of villains. I was always preoccupied with the healing the bodies of those hurt by them. The cleric looks up at the sky. Forgive me, Eternal Rose. You teach us to be merciful to our enemies and love them, but I'm too weak, I'm afraid. Grant me absolution for this sin, for this kind of love is beyond me. Hit him some more, but be careful not to kill him. Shalem says nothing against kicking a few teeth in. Sociel knocks the necromancer down to the ground. Enough. He's defeated and will disturb the dead no longer. Pummeling him further is not justice, only revenge. I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame, a disgrace, but I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened. Sociel wipes the necromancer's blood off his knuckles and steps away from him. You are the commander, and he is your captive. It's up to you to decide his fate. I surrender. Here, take everything I've got. Just don't kill me. The cultist turns out his pockets. So what should we do with him? Well, my answer is 3. Anyone else have any other particular answers they believe they can argue me towards? Because for me, condemn him to death, to the fate of those he's desecrated. His soul can find a better path on the next turn round the wheel of reincarnation. I won't have Sociel betray his own beliefs and have him kill. I'll do it myself. I'll order it myself. Then I condemn him to death. His sentence will be carried out immediately. No, please, listen, You silence the necromancer forever with a single, well-aimed blow. Sociel bows his head. May the goddess forgive him, for I will not. He looks at you. Thank you for taking this sin upon yourself. Sociel examines the devastated graveyard, then diverts his attention to the terrified townspeople. It's all right. You're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace, and we must not leave it desecrated like this. The townsfolk are clearly terrified of even looking at the fallen undead, but Sociel's soft words reassure them. As they work together, the graveyard soon regains its tranquil appearance. After a prayer, Sociel bows his head before the graves of his friends for the last time. May the Eternal Rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. And there you go.
Lead on.
Yep. So,
It is no trouble.
yeah. So, a small encounter, but one critical, and helps us largely establish Sociel's character. The conflict of trying to redeem the souls of those who would do harm otherwise. Basically, this is a good way to get the taste of that. Next, we head to the campsite. Army, yep, day hasn't passed, so the army can't move yet. No, we're just passing through the camp. Yeah. There's someone on the road. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Galarian. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume the strange sky, the ghostly fire from the rifts of the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all the world wound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and her army walk up the high bank of the West Selen River, where it draws near the border of the world wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over the sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains a familiar azure hue. A whisper sweeps through the ranks and soon turns into a grumble. The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs the highest point along the bank. There she decides to look around first. Examine your surroundings. What's making everyone uneasy? There's strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into funnels and turn a sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on this side of the river, ahead of the army. Avoiding the strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. The commander decides to address the soldiers and boost their morale, or set an example for the army and lead the march. Well, diplomacy is our strong point. Establishing a rapport with their troops is yet another battle the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose face and authority. Addressing the army on the border of the world womb, the commander seeks to establish herself as a military leader on this new battleground, and her efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes that the demons are growing tired of waiting for him. The army keeps moving. The line of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of low black clouds. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after the other. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the world wound has ended in their favor. Change to morale plus 10. So, morale's high. Yep, and another day has passed, so the army can move forward. So, and if we go defeat these, we'll get more finance points to do some more recruiting. Which, to be fair, alright, we have some, so we really should start. Yeah, reinforcements. Alright. Alright, and this second army, which we want to send towards the first. Yep, So send these boys to help reinforce. And our second army. Come back. And merge units. Bravo. Alright. So that puts us at... Yep, no movement points left. So, back to our units moving. And we'll head to the Houndheart campsite. But as you can see, it's one of those, try to get the most out of your time and try to do what you can. So, yep, and there is a little map here on the right to see. Alright, so we'll head to the Houndheart. Alright. Let's see what comes out. I guess I haven't said it, but happy holidays to all the people who celebrate. I don't, but hey, I hope you all have a good day off, if nothing else. I haven't said that, and I really should, just for formality's sake. Because personally, I'm not a follower. We're finally here. Eli and Curl must be around here somewhere, and Jana too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Yeah, there they are. Okay. Greetings, Sela, and greeting to you, Knight Commander. Sir Elin puts his hand behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was on the day you met at Defender's Heart. Jana puts her hands on the hips and looks even more dashing than usual. Elon's feeling a little shy. He thought he'd asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us, but now you've turned into the Savior Canabras, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing. And you still came to help dig through a pile of junk? Sela frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you I'm the same Sela, your friend in League of the Cart. And we came here to help you look for the Elon's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends, since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I don't really feel comfortable bothering Knight Commander with my personal problems. What does the ring look like, Ela? What does the ring look like? Last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know where I'll ever find it, but the ring is made of shining silver metal, with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. A trinket worth several months' pay, Elon? The rules of the surface are insane. You should give your girl fried rats like we do. You'd save yourself a lot of trouble. Wendog only fucked you once, didn't she? Okay, moving on. Is there... Well, we know why we're nervous. He's too anxious about it. Well, maybe talking about it will help calm him down. I apologize. Jenna's right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. Alright, let's go. Okay, so they take that path. I guess we just head straight ahead.
In due time.
Alright.
Can't hide from me.
Alright. Alright, area exit, so. Young deer. You can kill the deer and animals if you want.
Completed.
Knowledge. A small but noble... Yep. Ground is trampled here and there, signs of battle everywhere. The Houndhearts were clearly attacked by demons. Yep, we knew this.
All according to plan.
Pick the lock. Oops. Ooh. The Hat of Heartening Song. Whenever a wearer hat uses a song, the song will grasp vast healing. Wow. A great bard's item. I don't have any bards, though.
I'll go ahead.
Tent has been cut open from the inside. The knight's apparently left in a hurry. Ted's different from the rest. There's a strong burnt smell around it, from rustling coming from within. Oh, something's in there? Maybe like a wolf?
Watch each other.
No, Brimarax. Alright.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Alright, land. You know what? True Strike. Then... Know your enemy. And... Martial Stance. Then Ulbrig. Yep, just move in.
Time.
And prayer. Always useful. Sela.
No glory without risk.
Nice. Oh, and the hammer trick. Oh wow, she got the proc, so they fell over.
Endure this!
2, 3. Damn. Brimarack just won't die. Well, he doesn't stand it. Just because. Just out of, okay, no, he's not helpless,
A
so...
solid plan. Time's not waiting.
Yep. Nope, they only had swords on them,
As it should be.
so nothing there. Alright, Jana. What an adventure, right? Wish I was doing always
That's
doing...
not far.
It's like that. Nope, nothing in there. Nothing there. And supplies.
In due time.
Piece of an antique ring. A fragment of golden ring broken into pieces. Mysterious runes adorn the inside of the antique piece of jewelry, perhaps once imbuing it with one or more powerful spells. A true antiquities expert could reveal more about this ring. Interesting. Well, we'll have to keep looking.
All according to plan.
A glaive. Yep. And have a good... Hey, Sean. Merry Christmas to yourself. Don't celebrate it myself, but I hope you at least get to enjoy your day off.
Go ahead.
Alright. Whoop. Whoop. We open the chest and... A small closet demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It's holding a shiny object in its paws. A sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine! Mine! Elon, look! They look at the creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully. I'll bet it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack together before it can figure out what's happening. Oh. Stunned him. Alright. Mine! The closet paws at the air and splashes you with beams of color. You hear Insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine! Mine! Elon! Jana! Sela glances at her friend, then turns to you. They're all right. They'll come around soon. Quickly! Let's catch this little rascal before it runs off with the ring. Alright.
As it should be.
Well, it went this way. There you are, you little prick.
That is not far.
Where'd it go? There it is. Can I get... Sleep off?
I saw them.
Nope.
In due time.
Come and get me. You're too slow. It's fun to play. Yeah. Give me the ring, you scoundrel! Before Elon manages to get to the closet, the halfling Curl appears right next to it, quite out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it! Curl, what are you... Thrusting herself between Elon and Curl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elon, stop! Have you gone mad? He's using a summoning spell. Why did you stop?
Our victory is certain!
Alright. Some Baobaos have come to play, along with the Quasit. And Jana's run off. Alright. Shifter's Fury.
They
Nah.
better start running.
Yep. That hurt. Alright. So, bit of fun. We'll have a bit of fun to start off. Social. Go ahead.
Fiend!
Yep. Yep. Gotta save. Alright. Sela. Go for the Quasit.
Take you!
Get that off him. Calrin? Okay. Martial stance. And know your enemy. Alright. So that'll give her basically an extra attack, so next turn she'll be able to hit him harder. Land, yeah, let's get you out of range.
Make every strike count.
Damn, just won't go down. Because Baobaos are kind of rough. They're level 7, but they have enough HP to be annoying. One mirror image gone.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Yep. Then... let's see. Mortal Terror. Because they're not immune to mind effects, right? Nope.
This should do it.
Oh, I went for the... whoops. Okay. Social.
Fall!
Just go for that for now. Yep. Oof. Alright, Sela. Just go for it.
To the fray!
Nice. And with the full attack...
Aim carefully.
yeah, not bad. Not their best damage, but still respectable. And land...
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Alright. Second miss.
Clawing time.
Yeah. Reflex saved. Aw. And... alright. We're about to end you, you dumb fucking bastards. Alright.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Alright, cowards. Yeah, she's in rough shape. Sela,
The
yeah.
inheritor, guide my blade.
The headbutt. Alright, coward.
Forwards.
Yep. Know your enemy is powerful. The stronger the enemy, the more effective it is overall. Elon, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl. Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all of this, he might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting Commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels. Elon scoffs. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And now we'll never know because you let him escape. Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. Elon thinks Sela was defending someone she thought was her friend, and she stopped you from doing something you might regret. So you're willing to let a traitor bring demons down on us heads just to keep your conscience clean? Get serious, Sela. No. You two need to calm down. You're both right in your own way, and anyway, what's done can't be undone. We're just lucky no one died in today's little brawl. But who knows where Sela's naivete may one day lead you. Do you hear me, sister? You're not just another knight. Whatever you do may have terrible consequences. You clearly have something to say, so go ahead then. Spit it out. Sela, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger, and maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer. A knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually. But not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins in experience and skill at far beyond your years. You received this gift just the right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly, and how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven your blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. Elon pauses, as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. The right answer, there is no right answer. And that's one thing this game does very well, is how it opens the eyes of, well, there's multiple perspectives. And it's nice to see, the common man's, response to this, to what bigger than life events we've been through. As much as I want to take it as an insult, I honestly understand that you are right to an extent, Elon, but I didn't choose my lot, and I'm just trying to fulfill my duty as best I can. Knight lowers his head. I apologize for my harsh words. I said it to Sela, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all Crusaders along with you. Don't be afraid of what's new and unknown. We just need to bear in mind our responsibilities. Whatever was given to us, we can use it for good. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor, and Jana is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for the blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring. I bring her. Elon makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding his goodbyes, he lowers his head and walks away. Sela watches as he leaves. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's come very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Reflin, let's go back. And I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. All right.
I'm gone.
So,
I am prepared.
yep. So yeah, things didn't go well.
All according to plan.
But
found something.
yeah. All right. So, what an interesting way things go, huh? The search for a ring reveals that there were more complicated motives behind some people's actions. Alright, so we have another day to go. And bear in mind, should we head back to camp? No, let's push on. First, though, yeah, we'll keep moving. Fatigued? Yep, we'll take a rest. So, I have the nope, Sociel actually has the highest lore religion, so we'll have him do the protective rituals. Camouflage. Well, you've got the only one, so Night Watch. Yep. So maybe we don't. So maybe we don't camouflage and we just have a good Night Watch. Alchemy, Calvin, of course. Let's see. Let's have... yeah, onion soup. And I could make a scroll. I do have the kit. But I don't have the ability... yeah, so... yeah, so once we have the option, I'll start making scrolls. Till then, we'll just... alright. Sure. And then I'll have Sela help me for -1. Okay. Let's rest. Not a whole day, just enough to... yep. Would you look at that? I've made it through another day without being killed or eaten, and without looking any more decrepit than I did yesterday. Not too shabby for a mongrel. There's someone on the road. Get ready. A random encounter. Alright, so who or what? Bear in mind, random encounters aren't fights necessarily. So, could just be.
Fall here. I
But
swear it.
looks like, nope, we got ambushed tonight. Fireball right off the bat, pricks.
This
Alright.
will be the stuff of legend.
Alright. Baphomet cultist caught us sleeping. Alright, Calvin, get up. Let them have it. Yep. Stand up. Let's see. See if I can't hold person. Damn. So close. Seal up. And... yeah, we're good. Land up.
You won't survive
Alright,
me.
the evoker's gone. Social. Alright, missed. Luckily he nat won, so... go ahead and positive energy to heal everybody. Alright. So from there...
They'd better start running. Clawing time.
yep.
Attack.
Garen. And one more attempt at it. There we go. Okay.
The light. take you!
Yep. He's paralyzed, so
Endure this!
nothing but a training
Focus
dummy.
on the goal.
Alright. Ideally, we'd move the corpses, bury them, and move on, but we need the rest, so... Alright. Enemies caught the party off guard because we failed to camouflage. Still, managed to get through the day.
I'll
Alright.
go ahead.
So, managed to get some rest. And a new day dawns. Alright. And the army can move again, so let's do just that. We'll let them flee this time. Yep. This new victory has brought you more finance points, which can be used to strengthen your army. To recruit new units, yeah. New units will be available for recruitment at the beginning of each week. So, for those curious, it hasn't been a week yet. And note, you'll have an option to buy resources. That's another thing for later. Alright. So now we have a choice. And here we can see... Ooh, another big fight. Also, see, as I mentioned, the number next to an army is the amount of is the relative strength of it. So 1, 4, and because we've added so many soldiers, obviously our unit is a 4 right now. Well, and it's the same strength of this army here. All right, let's see it. Let's see if we can do it. It's a lot of flies. So, obviously, Discari's favorite people. Yep. Alright, archers. And just start. Oh yeah, you can always add auto battle, but it's not that fun. Alright. Yep. Alright, clerics. Clerics aren't as Alright. Oof. Yep. But when they're taking some damage. There. You'll notice that the archer stopped wielding his bow. And has decreased damage. This is because archers naturally aren't built for melee combat. Alright. Let's be sure to reduce their numbers. Now, action bar. We can smite evil, lay hands on others or themselves. Smite allows you... Yeah, so... Could choose to smite the giant fly. Yeah, I think that'll be the more useful one. So, there. Alright. Alright. Yeah, footmen are taking some damage. Alright. Archers, keep shooting. Alright. Alright. And... heal... Yeah, 1 to 3. Nah, get those. Keep them fighting. Yeah. Against so many enemies, we were naturally going to suffer a bit. Alright. There we go. keep healing him. Alright. Because without the footmen, we're going to be in real trouble. Alright. Alright. Last heal. Yeah, we're just looking to reduce losses. Alright. We've probably won, like, make no mistake. Alright. Yeah, at this point... Damn. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Get as many kills as we can. Let the clerics finish that one off. Yeah. Yeah, they're getting rough on us, but... Alright. The reason I went for this fight, though, is because end of the day... There we go. Though we'll lose a lot of units... Yeah. We've lost a lot of units. Lost a lot of footmen. We should be able to... Yep. Alright. Yep. And... that should be the end. Oof. Yeah. 266 footmen. But this was the strongest army around. Sometimes you just can't save everyone. You have defeated your first enemy general, first enemy army, and received a number of finance points. You can use finance points to hire a general for your army. This can be done in the army window. To open the army window, press triangle. Yep. Generals cast various spells and indicate one of three classes, which is indicated by the icon next to their portrait: a fighter, a ranger, or a wizard. Generals cannot be killed if a general army is defeated. The general can be assigned to a new army in 3 days. The general's attack defense are added as a bonus to the attack and AC of all units in their army. The general's power affects the effectiveness of their abilities and spells. Initially, an army can be composed of up to 3 units, but experienced generals who have Master of Maneuver feat can lead armies of larger number of units. When the battle results in a victory, the general's infirmary brings back some of the lost units. The infirmary size is limited, and thus it prioritizes restoring units of the highest value. After driving away the swarm of demonic flies, the Crusaders discovered the remains of an unfortunate group of Mendevian knights. Their leader has a baldric with an emblem recognized by one of the soldiers. It was the crest of the infamous fallen knight Melander Linz. Alright. And the breastplate +2, except... Alright. So... Yep. The army... Yeah, we need to do some reinforcements. Yeah, so movement points, morale, army strength, army size, and army perception. So, from this point, recruit. Yep. So for now, Crusader Army 2. we're going to need to start moving it back to so we can start gathering reinforcements. Still, we're in a pretty good spot. And we've won some battles, so we have more than enough time. So, let's keep exploring. So, random encounter. What will we find, ladies and gentlemen? What will we find? Who's on the road? Huh. Some adventurers. Pretty classic party. Looks like, too. Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout, smiling dwarf, a brash, dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling's hand jerks towards his weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander herself! Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire. It's damp today, you might as well dry off at least. Knowledge world. Look around to make sure this place is safe. The location for the camp was chosen wisely. It's safe and quiet here, no tracks in sight, the air is calm, but an odd feeling of wrongness lances through you like a sting from an angry wasp. Something isn't right. It's quiet here, all right, as the grave. I don't know why, but I don't like the feel of this place. It makes my scales stand on end. Who are you? Frontline scouting party. Our seniors sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making up bivouac. Go ahead and help yourself to some tea. It's an honor for us to be sharing a campfire with the commander. Something on the way the halfling speaks sounds off. Senior instead of commanding officer. A bivouac instead of a usual camp. Maybe he's just a new recruit? A broad smile blossoms on Sela's face. Never thought we'd run into such jovial company out here. I don't suppose you guys have anything stronger than tea in your canteens. Catching the halfling's conspiratorial look, she smiles even brighter. Aren't you being scared being camped out with a bright fire in the middle of enemy territory? The dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong glance. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if the whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we would watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Ansi adopts a serious tone and comments in Tran's direction. You and your boasting. Her 2 comrades remark with a burst of laughter. No, something's not right. Attack! Smirking brazenly, the halfling licks his lips with a surprisingly long, pustule-covered red tongue. Ha! Would you look at that? She didn't buy it. Enough of this masquerade, then, everyone. No more games. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. 3 gray-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They are all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly, sweet, intoxicating smell, and in the squat kettle you see some sliming mushrooms swimming in a disgusting, boiling slurry. What was the point of this charade? Lady Adamora desires your head, and we will gladly deliver it, the elf, whose voice's Tran was so convincing, let out a repulsive snicker. You monsters! Seal looks at those who appeared to be your trusted allies a moment ago with open disgust. How did I not see you for what you are right from the start? Dumb paladin. You really think your ability to sense evil can't be fooled? Lady Anamora taught us long ago how to trick the likes of you. So, who are you? The one who's pretending to be the halfling Velm makes a face, mimicking you in an absorption pose. Who are you? We are servants of Lord Discari, and you are a pitiful insect that got caught in our web. The elf who was masquerading as the cleric, Asti, gave you a lecherous smile, enthusiastically dragging her tongue along the blade of her dagger. Did you like sweet little Asti? Did you want to play with her in your tent? Alright. You think I'm at your mercy? Come on, we'll see who the real prey is.
We will be victorious!
Yeah. So. Yep, how bad we looking? Level 6, level 3, level 5, yeah. Eldritch Archer and a Knife Master. They're respectable. But they're also probably very dead.
Make every strike count.
Yeah. Get rid of the Magus. Excuse me. Oh, that was just an extra attack because we got... Okay. Then from there... Let's go... The other
You've
archer.
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Alright. Sela. Go on then. Ah, an archer. Okay, so they did have a good Okay, so they did have some good support. Nope. Yeah, I'm not so easy to hit. Oh, he doesn't have charge up. Okay, nope, he can't move far enough, so... Alright.
Yes.
Ooh, critted. Okay. Well. Charge. Nope, no straight shots. Alright. So we'll just move her
Aim
up.
carefully.
Oh, and make sure Arcane Strike is activated. Social. Yeah, just move up. Then I'm just gonna have a bit of fun. And move up. Alright. Then from there, go ahead for the Drow Magus.
You won't survive me.
Oh well. And from here... Yep.
To the fray. Hey!
Man, I'm hitting way too many nat ones. Nope. Oh well. Hey, Ulbrig. Go for Shifter's Fury.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Damn. Just refuse to hit. Oof.
This will leave a bruise.
Hang in there, Sela. Alright, we're gonna have to have her healed up. Calrin. Yeah, go for
Forward.
Velm. Okay. You actually go ahead and... Cure light wounds. Moderate wounds on... Alright, there we go. Sela's doing better. And... Yeah.
Let's try this way.
Alright. Yeah, those ice balls are getting annoying. Alright, land, take 5-foot step back, shoot.
This.
There we go, starting to get some redemption, land. Sela, before you attack, lay hands on yourself. Just to top
The
you off.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
Alright. Ulbrig, go ahead and get
Better
the other
start
Magus.
running.
Oof. Poor Sela, she is getting roughed up today. Alright.
A solid plan.
Nat. God, all the nat ones I'm getting. Alright. Everyone get a little more health back. Then I'm going to hold person you. Thank you. Oof. Okay. And that gives you easy shots on him.
Make every strike count.
Yeah. So that one's dead, pretty much. Sela?
No glory without risk.
Man, Tran is rough.
This will be the stuff of legend.
Man. Oh, broke the whole person already. Oh well. I chose abundant casting. Good gods. Alright, fine. Prayer. Alright. I chose abundant casting for a reason. I said hold still, motherfucker. Nope.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
What is with all the nat fucking ones? Alright.
The light take you.
Am I gonna have to really hold person the last one?
Clawing time.
Alright. Selo. Alright, you know what? Know your enemy.
Aim carefully. Ready for
There we go. Good gods. Attacks. Yeah, I know he had a 21 armor class, but still. Now the know your enemy, prayers, gods. Oh, were they fighting defensively? Okay.
as it should be.
Alright. From the corpses. Not even masterwork, just regular daggers, huh? Okay, special bow. Masterwork composite long. Oh, it's a... Oh, temporary enhancement +1. Okay.
That's not far.
Alright. Well, they had some goodies. Made up to look like the... Yep.
In due time.
So yeah.
To battle, my
Oh!
friends!
Really? You really didn't...
Into the fray.
You let your friends die and didn't think to run away? Really?
You won't survive me.
Yeah. I guess we were supposed to trigger them during the fight, but... Shit. Oh well.
Better start running.
Alright.
Forwards.
Alright. Alright. Let's... just piss him off. You fucking idiots, why didn't you run? And... Just move up. And channel energy to heal. There we go.
The Inheritor,
There
guide
we
my
go.
blade.
Endure this!
Yep.
I know what to do.
Fucking idiots. At least have the decency to run away when I've killed everyone else. Oh well.
What's that there?
Hey, some jewelers. Nice. So yeah.
I'll go ahead.
So yeah, another ambush. And apparently some Dark elves are after our lives. Oh well.
As it should be.
Hardly a major thing, but the game gives you every warning. No, this is a little odd. And in many games they would be just regular travelers. You're not in anywhere else. You're in the world wound. You're gonna have to get used to not trusting so easily. Nightingale Grove. This inconspicuous grove near the border of the world wound is nearly untouched by the foul energies of the abyss. The rare traveler who dares pass through here can enjoy the songs of nightingales in the trees, only to remember too late that the last birds fled this region long ago. Oh, everyone's tired? Yeah, we'll rest. We get ambushed again?
Those who perished in Canabres. I still dream about them. Sometimes I see their faces in the crowd. Tell me, this will never be over, will it?
No. The ones we lost, they'll be with us forever.
Oh. And we were attacked while sleeping. Again. Oh well. It's the world wound. At least we'll get some rest.
I'm gonna rip them in half.
Alright. So Land's on lookout. Cultist Slayer, Voker. Okay. Oh.
Make every strike count.
Nice.
I'm all done here.
Alright, Social, get up. And... Nope. Bit of luck. Nah.
Call me again if you need to.
Alright. Nothing too
See?
scary
No
here.
problem.
Done.
Alright. Cultist Slayers, which are really good high damage single target. Lan.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yep. Of course, the last one misses. Yep. Everyone's favorite classic joke mage spell, the Fireball. Not a joke in that it's a bad spell, a joke as in it's the constant answer every mage. Whenever somebody plays a basic mage, Fireball is the spell they rely on.
The light, take you!
This will be the stuff of legend.
Alright.
A solid plan.
Nice. Yep, I'm up. Gods, you guys killed them all already. Good grief.
Go.
Yep.
You won't survive me. Did you see that?
Crit hit 45. God damn.
Eternal
All right.
Rose, I call upon you.
We're fine. Why not? Heal up everybody. Yep.
No glory without risk!
Alright.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Attack.
Good night. Wow, this guy is just being annoying. Fine. Get down, you little shit.
Endure this.
Time's not waiting.
And there we go.
That's
Okay.
not far.
Alright. Let's get some rest. Let's try this again. Alright. No incident for the second half of the sleep. So. Alright.
In due time.
So yeah. Be sure to loot the bodies before you get back on your way. There we go. Ah, unfortunate. Alright. So, Army. We've still got a little time before we can do recruits. And we've got time for our morale to recover, so that's one thing. You can... Like, this is a thing to know. Like here. This is how your morale is looking, and we're obviously in a really good position. Yeah, each victory adds 4 days to the banner of victories. Yeah. So, yeah, we're good there. And military, finance points. Yep, we pick up 232 a day. We can also buy resources, which is one of the interesting things where you can convert the money you have into various materials for recruitment. So, you can turn money, you can gain more money if you need to pay for the recruits, but that's not the issue. The recruits need to exist first, so we're fine for right now. And we'll just move the army back to... We'll move the army back to Canabras for now. And let's see what Nightingale Grove has for us. Alright.
All according to plan.
Get your hands off that, it's mine! Yours? Well, watch me. Wait, someone's here. Run! Nobody's running. Draw your swords and weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself.
Enemy approaching!
Invisibility, huh? Marauder. Yep. You're gonna get one really good hit. Marauder Alchemist. Oh, that's not good. Alright, you're going for the Alchemist first. Extra attack. Yeah, Alchemist first.
Make every strike count.
Because if anybody's gonna fuck up our day, it's gonna be the Alchemist. Alright. Ulbrig. Go ahead and straight up charge. Nice. Alright. So a bunch of bandits we ran into, huh? Well, let's do... Let's see about dazing them. Made the will save. Oh well. Meantime...
Into the fray!
Yep. They'll be going that way. And... she's got enough movement. Go ahead and charge into the Alchemist. Nice. Social. Okay, move up. And prayer. Prayer only lasts a couple of rounds, but that buff can come in handy. Alright. Nice. There goes his bomb. Yep, not terrible damage. So that's at least something.
You
But
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Nice. Land gets the attacks. Alright. Let's see what Ulbrich gets. There we go. Oh, you fucked up. Couldn't resist taking that shot, huh? Well, hold still for a moment.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Marauder leader. Yeah. Go ahead and charge again. Get in on that arch. God, that's good damage. Okay. Socio. Go ahead and bless. Oof. Ulbrich.
If I survive this, it'll make for a good story.
How bad? Oh, level 9. That's why. Okay. 5 fighter levels, 4 rogues. Someone. Oh god, someone is dedicated. That's actually a really killer balance too.
You
Okay.
won't survive me.
Yeah, no, that the Marauder leader there is actually a deadly threat. Well. Alright, Shifter. Dedicate, protect his territory. These Griffin Heart Shifter can take an aspect of Griffin and assume Griffin traits as swift action. While in this form, she gains an aura that grants her and allies +2. Yeah. So, why not? Go ahead.
Start running.
Yep. Went for the shots. Missed on them. Alright. Let's see. I'm tempted to inflict. And we'll go for snowball, why not? Nah, of course.
The light take you!
Yep, there goes the leader.
Aim carefully. No mistakes.
Alright. Yeah, the Marauder leader had some interesting. Hey, moss pottage. And some hammers. Alright, poor Ulbrich, though. Social.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Go ahead and you've got a moderate
Shellen
wounds.
guides me.
Alright. Yeah, go ahead and cure serious wounds on Ulbrich. Alright. And there we go. One more. There we go. Okay.
I am prepared.
So,
I'll go ahead.
and this alchemist, love to see that. Just some general goodies.
As it should be.
Yeah, so it was a traveling alchemist and merchant who got waylaid by some brigands. And, well, unfortunate how their story ended. A letter to a noble crusader. I hope this letter finds you in good health, Sir William. I see now with great sadness that it's been quite forgotten and abandoned us. It's been 3 years since you visited your native lands and your father at your family crypt. Last summer, some passerbys broke the lock on it and spent the night inside. As steward, I installed a new lock and cleaned up all the wreckage. Your servant who went missing, whom you inquired after your previous letter, has indeed been seen, but at his precise whereabouts are unknown. He came to us, looked at us with contempt, and said something through his teeth. Gathered taxes for you, ate a whole goose for free at a tavern, jumped on his horse, and galloped off. If he went Hang on. He gathered tax for you, ate a whole... Yeah. If he went missing somewhere on the road, we wouldn't know anything about it. It's been it's a complete disaster here, even without the missing strangers to account for. 7 days ago, all cows gave black milk, and the milkman, who tasted it out of drunken stupidity, died in pain and twisted bowels. There is something wrong with the spring. The water stinks of rotten eggs, and the cattle won't drink it. Besides, some scoundrel threw some dead dogs into the closest well, the one in the crossroads, so we filled it with soil. I expect the demons are giving us trouble any way they can. Our cattle are dying of thirst. Children are going missing. Yeah. So I'll tell you the honest truth, Sir William. We cannot live like this anymore, and we cannot die in such terrible conditions either. So we agreed with our neighbors to burn down your forest on the next new moon. You protect the forest where the dark beasts live. We'll surround it, set it on fire from all sides, hire a wizard to steer the wind. We won't put off just because the forest is protected or because no one may shoot game there or enter with the wind or cut down its trees. Of course, you'll be very angry at us for burning down your family forest because we've already been cutting its wood and shooting game there, for there is nothing else to eat and no other wood. And we won't let the forest beast steal our children. If you wish, come execute me, execute all of us, but we won't put up with this anymore. Respectfully, the steward of Vixola Village, to Lord Sir William.
That is
So while he's off at war, his people are, there's trouble in the land. Because that's the problem with the Crusades. You're off fighting foreign enemies, and the enemies at home can get away with so much more. And not much we can do for the horses.
all according to plan.
Alright. So, let's get out of here. So, one more place to check, and more to explore. Yeah, we can rest. We'll probably get jumped again, but so be it. But before we do, let's check on the army. Can't recruit yet, right? Nope. Assign general, recruit a new one. Okay. So, we have White Nysa, who gives intimidation, explosive trap, and hunt. Furio Solaretti, offensive training, charge formation, and dispersal of forces. Defensive training, spellcraft. I'm kind of curious. Generally speaking, I think a fighter is usually your best basic general to start with. And offensive or defensive training? Charge formation. Furio Solaretti. Alright. So now we can see. Plus 2 damage per level of this feat. Charge. An allied unit gains plus 3 to speed and a minus 2 to AC. And dispersal of forces. All infantry, ranged, or cavalry units receive plus 1 bonus to attack and saving throws for 3 rounds. This ability is a stratagem. So basically, you can disperse your forces or set them up for a charge. Alright, so we have a general. Now we'll just need the recruits to keep the army in one piece. But that'll come sooner rather than later, but for now, let's keep exploring. Alright. I mean, we have high morale, so we don't need to go immediately. But we are exhausted, so we'll choose to rest. I'd never seen raging fires before, Canabras. I never thought flames could reach that high. A horrible sight. It may be that the fire killed as many people as the demons did. Someone on the road, you were attacked, yeah. Well, one way to think of it is, theoretically, this would be fewer soldiers for the demons to throw at us later. Theoretically.
Enemy near.
Yep. So, a shear. Ooh, a succubus right off the bat.
I learned this from my grandpa. This will be the stuff of legend.
Alright.
They don't know how fragile they are.
This was simple
Succubus. Go ahead and add stunning barrier.
I'm rather proud of this one.
Alright. Protection from evil.
It is finished.
Yeah, of course. And go for a bit of luck, a bit of fun.
Done.
Calran. Get up. Luckily, succubi are terrible in melee.
Forwards.
Alright. Alright. Lands back to under our control, broke the controls, so we'll have you extra attack. And yep, the succubus over there.
This.
Nice. Yep. Love that bit of fun. In the meantime,
Clawing time.
we could have him shapeshift to the griffin, but I think for now this will be more useful. And yep.
Into the fray.
And nope. Social. Go ahead and give us a prayer. Alright. From there... Let's see. Light of Angels. Alright. Then Swift. And go.
Solid plan.
Alright. Yep. Bit of fun is so useful. Alright.
Make every strike count.
Yep. I plan to. Alright. Yeah, rough on me, but not the worst. Ulbrig, one more time.
Better start running.
Alright. Sela.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay, seriously. Wow, this is getting real bad. Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and cure moderate wounds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's taken any major damage. Nice. Alright. So... let's... hypnotize. We'll try it. Alright. So he's dull. Alright.
Attack.
Nice. Ah, come on. Yep, other mirror image gone. Alright.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
And she's pin-cushioned. Yep. Without the succubi, this is going to go a lot faster.
They don't know how fragile they are.
There we go.
No glory without risk!
Gods, we're hitting way too many 1s and 3s. Go ahead and heal us up a little, just to top us off. Then, God to have hold monster. You know what? Stunning barrier.
Aim carefully.
Yep, shears aren't that bad. Stunning barrier. Yeah. Basically, it's one of the reasons I'm lame, but I don't have to be fast. I draw them into me.
You won't survive me.
Focus on the tired.
And there you go.
Go ahead.
Alright, let's get some rest. Alright. So, all rested and refreshed and a whole new day. Alright. It's because one of the next things we're going to have to start working on is everyone's bars. What I mean is the menu bar. You kind of want to clear it out at one point because it kind of just fills in with whatever. But if you can clear out some of them. Okay. Let's see, anything new here? Nope. Cancel for the moment. Yep, still. Yeah, we're fine. I really gotta stop being so paranoid like we have to win this as fast as possible. Okay. Alright. Because... Alright.
Be careful, everyone.
Yep. And this is what happens when you try to go past an army without your army with you.
Into the fray!
Alright. Land, take a 5-foot step.
Endure this! Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Yep. And go ahead and... Yep.
Clawing time.
Alright.
Forwards.
Doesn't matter if you're immune to acid. She still doesn't care. Alright.
Be gone, fiend!
The
And
light take
there we go.
you!
Alright. We'll take a rest. Yep. And ambush. Nope. And then I carried 2 full barrels of meat out of the fire on these 2 soldiers. And while we're setting up camp, talking shit. Too bad I wasn't there. We could have made it 4 barrels. Yeah, they're having fun. A unit of mercenaries serving Horgus Gwyrm has reached troops with a chest full of gold coins and a message for Sir Horgus to score more victories. Nice. After packing up his belongings after a night's camping, Celestial finds a place to sit and then pulls out a travel sketchbook and charcoal pencil. Stealing glances in your direction, he draws out a small page with bold, sprawling strokes, his expression shifting between smiling and frowning. Catch his eye and strike a dramatic pose. The cleric laughs loudly. Thank you, but please don't. Just keep doing whatever you're doing. I'm trying to capture your natural movements. Well, I won't. You're always sketching. Why? The world around us is so unstable, especially now during the war. A friend's smile, the curve of a tree, the glow of a fire. If we do not preserve them, the rare moments of beauty we still have will be lost to the flow of time. Well, I won't bother you anymore then. Sergio smiles, nods, and gets back to his work. Yep. Ooh. Notice something? There's an effect, Corruption 1. Party members suffer a 15% arcane spell failure chance, a -2 to wisdom and intelligence scores, and a -3 to CMD and CMB for maneuvers. Corruption sucks.
Ready for anything.
So, the way to purify yourself is to get back to camp, which is where we're going to be heading. So, we're heading back to the main encampment. It's clear we need to. So, yeah, you let corruption build up. It's going to take some real work out of you. And, yep.
You can get used to anything. To monsters, to demons, to war, even to peace. But the huge sky overhead? Every time I look up, it sends a shiver down my spine.
The realization that we are just small specks in such a grand tapestry. It's terrifying to everyone. Alright. Nah. Alright.
I'd like to show you a sketch. Tell me what you think.
It's not bad, but if you ask me, I think you've made it too flattering. Too bad you can't redraw my ugly mug for real to make me look like this handsome guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I get a little worn down by his self-depreciating humor. He's stepping on my bit, goddammit. Ah! Traveling merchant. Yeah, not every encounter is a bad thing. Sometimes you come across traveling merchants, and they can have unique and special items.
That is not far.
Specifically, the skeletal one. A skeleton is walking across the waste. He moves with a pep in his step, humming a tune. His skull bobs in chorus with the humming, making the coins inside his head clink rhythmically. Next to him, a nightmarish horse of flame and shadow draw a cart loaded with valuable-looking items. Upon seeing you, the skeleton offers a dramatic and hearty wave. Good evening to you there! Or is this what days look like in your world wound? Can't really tell. But no matter, be it day or night, the skeletal salesman always has the best deals you can find anywhere. He proudly sweeps his bony hand over the goods in his cart. An ASMR customer! They say that's good luck. And here I was about to offer you a free scroll of angelic aspect, but I can see you don't need one. Well, before we start, tell me about yourself. I'm a simple man. I keep no secrets. You can see right through me. The skeleton laughs as he knocks his empty ribcage for emphasis. What would you like to know? How did you become who or what you are? Oh, now that's a story and a half. Listen well and don't repeat my mistake, or you won't be able to live with yourself. Get it? Get it? Alright, moving on. And once I was just like you, exploring all sorts of ruins and filling my pockets with riches, until I stumbled into a Draco-Lich lair. That's one scary beast, let me tell you. A lich and a dragon? He would have eaten me whole had I not suggested a deal. I'd sell off all the blades and armor left by my previous adventurers. Surely he didn't have much use for all the equipment, but he could earn a tidy sum of gold. Surprisingly, he agreed. But that didn't save my life. Instead, he just turned me into a walking pile of bones. And what do you know? That was just the beginning of my troubles. For a long time I wandered the river kingdoms, peddling wares until I met one devious scoundrel. At first glance he looked decent enough, decked out in armor, clearly a paladin. But he asked me where my master's lair was. Obviously, he wasn't the first to take an interest, but the Dracolich was no slouch. Put an enchantment on me so I couldn't even remember the lair's location. However, this knight turned out to be quite the wizard, too. I'm no expert in magic, but basically he offered to perform a ritual that would reveal the location of my master's lair. Then, he and his pals would kill the Dracolich and give me my freedom, plus half the hoard. Sounded like a sweet deal, huh? So I agreed, like a fool. He showed me the contract and it seemed alright to me, so I just signed it right then and then. He conducted the ritual and the knight found out where my master was hiding by looking at some astral tracks or whatnot. Long story short, they killed the Dracolich. The knight offered me half the treasure as promised, and then, as per the terms of our contract, he demanded payment for the ritual's components, for my freedom, and then there were the taxes, excise fees, and fines. Before I knew it, I had to give him all of my loot, and I still couldn't even cover my debt. And so he offered me a way to repay it by working, as before, for his master this time. Thus, I'm still traveling, peddling, and all that, until I earn every last coin I owe him. And you know what? To pay off that kind of sum, I'm pretty sure I'll have to keep working for him until Grotus brings the end times. Now that's a story, isn't it? Someday I might even write a tragic play about myself. I'll call it Undeath of a Salesman. As for the moral, with a professional air, the skeleton holds up a one white finger. The moral of my story is this. Watch what you sign. That lesson is free. For the rest of what's in this fine cart, you'll have to pay in gold. Who is your new master? Did I tell you the knight looked like a paladin? Well, he wasn't anything of the sort. On the contrary, he was a servant of Mammon, the archdevil of avarice. The skeleton slightly opens his mouth to reveal a single azure coin among the gold. The coin is stamped with the disdainful visage of a devil. That's the one he sold me to, guts and all. And although by then I had no guts, really. Now, at least if somebody asks me where my master's lair is, I can honestly say, Erebus, third layer hell, palace of the royal treasurer, entrance by appointment only. Do you want me to try and free you from this curse? No thanks. The skeleton waves you away with both hands. Been there, done that, only made things worse. I've had enough help. I'll make do. A Lich Mythic Past option. Probably that we can yoink and make him our salesman. By the way, do you trade with everyone, Crusaders and Demon Worshippers alike? You bet. What do I care which side of yours is winning anyway? Both are buying my wares. Business is booming. Everybody needs a weapon and a good set of armor. You sell one thing, then the next day they bring it back all ragged and full of holes, looking for a replacement. Sure, this war will probably end one day. Maybe the Crusaders will finally patch up that abyssal hole, or maybe this whole region will fall through it. That's when I'll pack up and go elsewhere. Galarian's a big place. I can always find new customers. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, show me what you got. Here, take a good look. Pick anything you like. Buy all of it. Alright. The Shocking Quarterstaff. 1d6 electricity. Yep. And it's a +2, so it's a pretty damn good weapon. Bracers of Armor +4. Haramaki, which is a light armor. Amulet of Natural Armor +2, more Charisma, Intelligence, Wisdom headbands. Yeah, there's a ton of good stuff here. Lesser Bolster Bolster Spell Feat, which... I'm trying to remember what that does. Bolster... Spell now deals 2 more points of damage per dice rolled to all its targets, and additionally, all enemies in 5 feet of the spell targets are dealt 2 damage per dice rolled. This spell can no longer do precision damage. That's not bad. Now, one that is really good is Resurrection. That is an amazing spell to have on hand. But yeah, Flaming Light Crossbow. Yeah, he's actually got some amazing stuff. But first, let's clear out the stuff we don't want. After all, he is a merchant, so... Good God, 19 scimitars from all the damn undead lords. 20 shields. Just dumping this stuff out, and he's just looking at me like, really? Really? Yes, really. I don't have any bards, and I have no intention of, so I can actually sell the Hat of Heartening Song. Chain Serp, breastplate. Oh, by the way, the dual hammers that Bandit Leader had on hand. Momentum. Whenever this wielder this +2 light hammer confirms a critical hit, all members of their party are affected with the equivalent of the haste spell for 1d3 rounds. So basically, you can get some free haste out of that. That is disgustingly good. But it's only if you crit, so... Obviously, there's some hesitance to it, but still. Alright. Getting rid of everything that isn't going to be an ingredient. Let's see. Alright. Yep, diamond dust you want to keep. Eggs. Exquisite pearl. Yep. Herb liquor. No, that's not someone who licks a plant. Well, technically you do if you make, like... I guess you're an herb liquor if you like salad a lot. I kind of want... Now I almost want to call somebody that. Hey, herb liquor. Just to see what response I get from that. While you're eating salad, you've licked an herb. Anyway, almost there. We'll see how much money this brings in. Special hops. Wooden spoon and plates. Whimsical berry. You know, we haven't had a head in our inventory for a while. That's not a bad thing. I'm thankful for it. Just taking up extra weight. And that's an extra 6k to our bottom line. So... Okay. Sincerely, the Cloak of Resistance +3 is definitely worth it, and the Amulet of Natural Armor +2, and the Bracers are +4. Jesus. Wisdom and Intelligence. I mean, those will always be useful. Yeah. I have 26, because the 3 headbands... Yeah, like, there's always someone who's going to have a use for the stat buffs. But a Cloak of Resistance +3 and Natural Armor... Yeah, I'm going to get those. Because those are just universally useful. Alright.
No mistakes.
No, none at all. Okay. So... Let's see, I'll definitely take the Cloak of Resistance +3 for me. Puts me at +9, 6, and 12 for saves. Armor natural +2. Okay. And Calren, because she will always be in the party. She already has a +2, ring a +1. Give her the other natural armor, putting her up to 26 AC. Sela can take the other one. Gets her up to 25. Blood Clarity. Sure, we'll give that to Ulbrig. Blood Clarity. When he kills, he gets immunity to mind control. Sure. And Cloak of Resistance. Yep. I'm pretty hard to. Yep, cloak of resistance +1. Yep, give him to Lan. There we go. Okay, not the worst.
I am prepared. In due
And yes, of
time.
course, you can kill the merchant, but you have to fight both his horses, and they are nightmares, which are a magical type of horse. But let's be honest. Is there really a need to? They're good. They're just. He's just out there trying to earn a living and pay off his debts. So, yeah. Alright. Time to recruit. Alright. Additional archers. And recruit. Yeah, we've got the funds. Extras. Yep. We could spend... Search for a new unit. Okay. Don't have enough to recruit them. And what would it cost us to get up to... Yeah, the 59. If we did everything, it would give us up to 1,800. Nope, not enough. Okay. Crusader army. Interesting. This army has... Shield bearers. Damage reduction 1, AC 17. Yeah, 14. Okay, so they've got the same AC as the clerics. It might be worth... Okay, because you need so many. We'll see if this works out better. Alright, and Crusader Army 2 will start heading this way. And see. Alright, so that's how you get to the conundrum unsolved. Alright. And we're looking to cleanse our own corruption, so we're heading to camp. Alright. Alright. And we made it back to camp, so let's spend some time talking with everyone. Our first venture out was proven quite successful. Lan approaches you, casually polishing a ripe apple on his sleeve and smiling. I knew I'd find you here. It's been hard trying to catch you alone recently. Everybody seems to want something from you. You being the commander of the Crusade probably has something to do with it. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Lan's expression grows serious. I've seen you fight plenty of times now. The way you charge into battle like everything's depending on you. I don't know if you're trying to be a hero or if it's just your own honor at work, but when I think about you getting hurt, it's like my insides just turn to ice. Because we're friends, and I worry about you. I know, you're the commander and you've got to lead the charge, but let me protect you. It's the least I can do. Lan looks into your eyes. Because we're comrades, right? And I don't want a comrade to be devoured by demons. I'll be honest, I have Cowrin. I don't need a romance option. So, thank you, Lan. I also appreciate your help from a friend. Don't mention it. I'll try not to stick out like a sore thumb and stay out of your way. I'll just watch over you, silently observing from the shadows. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Forget what I said. Let him rubs the back of his neck. What I want to say is, you can count on me. Yeah, it's clear he has feelings, but Unfortunately, not reciprocated. Alright. And we'll put the magical weapons away for now. Yep. And let's see. Next other things. Head outside. And let's see what we can do. But yeah, as you can see, letting your corruption build up is probably one of the worst things you can do. Alright. So, Sociel and... Let's see. Sociel and Sela both want to talk with us. But let's head to the chapel tent first. Alright. And you can find offerings. Hey, glowing croissant. New recipe. Alright. Alright. Someone's snoring. Well, we've been putting it off. We might as well ask him. Hey, Darren, can you show me around your house? I'd love to visit the Heaven's Edge and see a Runday state someday. Oh, I was just about to mention it myself. I've been thinking, now that I'm in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense, I simply must devise new ways to have fun. With all the recent commotion, my birthday's completely slipped my mind. What if we were to celebrate it at Heaven's Edge? It's not too far from here, and you'll get to enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house. Darren seems to have trouble getting the words out, which clearly indicates how rarely he has to ask for anything. Since you're my superior, and I'm your advisor, I am obliged to ask your permission to leave for the festivities, and I want to invite you too. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. Alright, deal. Perfect, you'll have a ball. I'll make sure of it. Something strange flickers in Darren's smile. He's a little perturbed. Probably isn't actually looking forward to going back to that place. But he can't exactly, speak of it to everyone. Good afternoon, Commander. How can I help you? Okay, nope. I guess not. Miss Sally. Alright. Alright. The other thing one of the many things we need to work on next is recipes. Got a couple new ones.
Focus on the goal.
Alright. Then let's see. So we have that quest to go to Heaven's Edge. Alright, and Sela. Sela looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Jana, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running towards Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've been sinking feeling I made a mistake dragging you into this, I should have known that a raid along the edge of the World Womb wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Jana, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Elon, I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin. But it looks like I was wrong about him, too. Celia looks at you closely, waiting for your answer. Your ideals were mistaken from the start. Maybe now you'll see that people are weak, ambitious creatures. It's pointless to try and reform them. They're only fit to be controlled. No. Celia, don't lose your trust in people. So what if you made a few mistakes? It's no reason to give up on your ideals. Somebody has to show people that there's a better path. Celia's expression brightens. Thank you, my friend. I needed that support. She sighs. Thanks for listening to my grumbling, for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get a chance, I'll track down Jen and see if I can talk sense into her. And if I find out why Carl did what he did. Hey, High Horse. And don't celebrate it myself, but Merry Christmas to you. I can't stop thinking about what Elon told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomede should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong, and it means that I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. Yeah, she looks like she's got determination to figure out something. Alright. So... Hey, that elf is back. What the hell do you want from me? And she's gone again. Hylar nods approvingly. You earned the title of Commander. Conabris stands thanks to you, but you'll have to be doubly on your guard. Your Eminence places a target on your back, and there are assassins about. Killing a high-ranking crusader would bring a demon far more prestige than killing a common soldier. Not long ago, I stymied a few of the Spinner of Nightmares' attempts on the lives of influential crusaders, so I know what I'm talking about. Do you know anything about a Pathfinder by the name of Finian Dismar? Let me think. Dismar. I've definitely heard the name before. Of course you have. I'm a Pathfinder too. So if you're the chief in these lands now, huh? What about Lady Auri? When I left for the wound, she had just taken up the position. Elora examines the talking weapon, chuckles sadly. I'm afraid Auri perished during the Third Crusade. Yes, now I remember. Finian Dismar went missing in the wound at the end of the Second Crusade. His name has been on the list of the fallen for a while. Here I am, alive and well, right in your list that I'm back, and soon I'll file a detailed report about everything that happened to me. Finian's voice is full of joy. I knew it was a misunderstanding, but now everything will return to normal. I need to write my folks. They probably think I'm dead too. Poor lad. But such is the fate of a Pathfinder. We face the unknown, but sometimes the unknown wins, and our mind cannot take it. By the way, who was that elf talking to you? She didn't introduce herself, but she was greatly interested in the volunteers that joined the army. She thought I might know of the elf she was looking for from my mercenary contacts, but I couldn't tell you any more than that. She never shared his name. Alright. Okay. For those curious, and those who may not know with this game, I need brave and experienced fighters. That's where you have to spend gold to recruit mercenaries for permanent party members. So they'll be outside the main story, but, you know, using the main story characters always just seems more worth it. Having 1 or 2 OCs is fine, but, you know, if you do nothing to engage with the story in the world, but just do all the fighting, it makes for a boring journey in my opinion. My companions and I need good training will allow you basically to reset a character's levels and... Yep. So, basically, if you don't like the way somebody's leveled or something like that, feel free. You can start a character over from scratch. It's free the first time and then it gets expensive. So, just keep it in mind. It is an option for you. Let's see. We just spent a good amount of money, though. And... Okay. While we're in camp, let's do the usual. Any spells Nenio doesn't know. Scorching Ray. And Summon Monster 2. And False Life. Invisibility. Okay. And Woljif. Create Pit. Yeah, that seems an appropriate one for him. Okay. Yep, that's about it. Sweet. Alright.
I know what to do.
Yep, and we're good there. Oh. Yeah, you just keep casting that ability. Basically, it's letting us know that he's actually got... I think it's like truth sight, basically, on, so we can't deceive him. Alright. And lots of little random goodies to pad our pocket. But aside from that... Alright. So, let's head to the world. Let's get some rest. And then head on back. We'll start to head back out. Alright. Nenio is actually our best chef, but okay. And let's see. Hearty meal. Oh, the new ones we have. Glowing croissant. Eating a glowing croissant will fully restore your HP. So if you're in a position where you have, somebody isn't going to, has enough HP that it's going to be problematic to fill, this is fantastic. Moss Potage. Eating a moss potage provides you with +3 cooking bonus on all skill checks. For a day. Greyboar's favorite dish. That is huge. Get some rest.
Your book is going to be no good to anyone. You think someone being chased by an axebeak is going to get out your encyclopedia to find out how fast the thing can run?
I would hope that they would consult the encyclopedia beforehand. But if the reader is already fleeing from an axebeak, then... their friends will appreciate the addendum describing the burial customs particular to that region.
Though that would be something they'd know inherently because it would be their own. Alright. Alright. So, who do we take along now? Well, I want at least one of my thieves, so we'll take Carmelia. Ember, because of humor. Between the two, I'll take Dayrin. And... I'm tempted to take Sela as just an... Yeah, we'll take Sela.
Time's not waiting.
Nope. Alright. So, our Crusader army marches on. Let them flee. Crusaders stumbled upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They had set out on a patrol mission deep into the world womb, but then when Conabres was attacked, they found themselves cut off and surrounded by demons. Surviving in such hostile conditions weren't easy, but the scout spirits remained high and they readily joined the commander's forces. Okay, so yeah. Having defeated the enemy army, the Crusaders scattered across the battlefield in search of trophies. The officers keep an eye on the process so that all the valuable trophies go to the treasury and do not end up in the pockets of lucky soldiers. So, we have Army 2, which has... These are... Rangers. Alright, so you can go meet up with Crusader Army 1. Yep. Oh. Alright. Merge units. There we go. And you... So we have Moondance Meadow we spy. And a fortress. It is... Addition... Conquest Villareth Fort. Yep. Alright. It should be an easy win. Yep. Let them flee. Yep, their general. A Crusader unit, advancing north, encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners of war to Dresden, the remains of the garrison from Villareth Ford, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart for the relative safety of Canabras and instead asked to join the commander's forces. A squad of Crusaders was caught in a sudden storm from the west, but it lasted only a few minutes. But the unnatural lightning made up of electricity, flames, and acid and ice left several soldiers dead. These, with which the forces of nature brutally claimed the lives of their comrades, has demoralized the Crusaders. Alright. So, we've captured a point where we can now operate on either side of the Selen River. Alright. Crusader Army 1. Ah. They're in trouble. Ah, and our leader leveled up. So, we can now add a new ability. She can have Crushing Offense to all units in the army, have +1 attack per level of this feat. Increase the infirmary size by 7% so people take less damage, so we can recover more soldiers. All infantry units have a +2 to AC, attack, and damage. Yeah, close combat training is just good. So, and she gets Penetrating Strike. Target units absorb 3 pins of damage reduction. Yeah. Sweet. And your military camp has moved to a different location. As you progress through the story, completing one stage of Crusade after another, your camp will occasionally relocate along the road, ever closer to Dresden. So, that means... Yep, we're no longer in the camp, so we have to go catch up with everyone. But remember that every movement we make moves time. The armies don't. So, yeah, we now have access to either side of the army, either side of the mountain. And yeah, that's a rough fight. So, and there's more things to explore. Okay, right, so we want Army 2 up here. Try and save them. Perfect. Yep. Alright. 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 Army, merge. Yep. Alright. So, no movement points there. Then from here, let's let them flee. The Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who reject the blessing of the benevolent gods and succumb to the temptation of sin deserve death, and death they got. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel the gods are satisfied with the outcome. So, yeah, there is more demon armies out this way. Let's see. It'd be 100 finance points and, ooh, a nasty elemental army. Think we'll hold off from that for now. Still. Alright. So everyone's exhausted. So then we can move on ourselves. And we've got more places to check. So, yep. Let's get moving. Only thing is formation. Okay, we can't do it until we're... Okay. Alright. Okay. And we've been going. Alright. Oh, hey! That's where Okay, so Chili Creek is there. Which we needed to visit. We knew somebody that needed to visit. There's also... there's Current Glen. But it looks like we'll have to get through an army of... Oi. Oi, oi, oi. That's a lot of Incubus. And, yeah, Heaven's Edge is over there. Yeah, make it to Dresden. Yeah. It's not going to be an easy... It's an uphill fight. But, we'll make it there. But, for now, I'm going to have to start getting ready to go. Because, of course, I have to go see family, holidays being what they are. But first, I want to thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One, and this has been more of Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I'll try and do a stream later tonight as well. If I don't get the chance to, have a happy holiday, enjoy your day off, and rest well, friends. I want to thank you all, and I'll see you next time on this, maybe something else, but probably more of this. I enjoy the hell out of the Pathfinder. I hope you all do as well, or at least that my rambling leaves you some... Yep, have a good one. See you later, folks. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.